reopened that distillery 1 year, almost day for day, you know, at Long Pond with the team, and you know, we're co-owners with Demerara Distillers and Jamaican government, and they turned out to be great partners. And I was so happy to reopen this distillery. I was touching these vats. I was like, I can't believe this little redneck from France can actually be in the middle of this, and we're gonna make great cognac. And I'm not just saying this, this is true, rum in that case. Thank you. Well, he's listening.
Paying attention to you.
And you know, a year later, this is what happens. 70 wooden vats went into flames, each 2,500 gallons. You have to realize that if you want to make high esters rum, that same distillery, if you did it, would be just 5 fermenting tanks. To do high esters, you need 70. So that's what it takes, you know, and I knew this, and it was just fascinating. But most of you know me very well. Most of you have spent time with me, shared a sofa bed in my house, or a bed somewhere down, either in Paris or in Cognac or in Barbados. So you know who we are. You know that together as a team, we are going to pull. We are going to make it back. And I tell you, it's just, of course I'm scared shitless. It's going to be more money to spend. I got to be honest with you. But we are going to make it happen. And these guys who are, you know, the people I love so much, I know I can count on them. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, baby.
So, you know, I just wanted to tell you why we're here together here. I was doing a presentation a few years back at, you know, one of these many presentations we do at Tales of Cocktail. And a very fine gentleman arrived with a tiki shirt and his very polished English. You know, you heard I was speak English. It's easy to be better than me. And he says, yo man, I have a proposal to make. There's a specific rum I really like, and I have a few bottles left. I think you're the one who can make some more for me. I intend to live a very long life. I'd like you to make some more. And he said, come and see me in my house. And that year I couldn't go. So we made it a point the year after to come with you, and I'm sorry for Cheryl because she's invaded by all these rum geeks, you know. She's a saint. Bravo to her. Because absolutely, you know, she sees, I mean, I'm sure she probably knows all of you, and she's like, all right. So we go there, and of course, somebody who I consider a brother is, you know, Scotty Shooter. And Scotty's like, can I come with you? And if you know Scotty very well, when he's happy, and I don't know if you know this, Scotty, you do this. and Scotty, well, you know, when you know somebody well, and he's like bouncing from one, you know, and then we're there at your house, the two of you, and then we're like digging back and trying to understand the bloodline, you know, of certain brands and seeing how the taste evolved, and we're doing this, and Scotty is like, this is the best day of my life, and that was wonderful. And in this very elegant way, Stephen put a bottle in my hand, a very pricey bottle, and says, this is for you to take back to Cognac, I'll be waiting. So, you know, I love challenges. If you want me to do something, just say it's impossible. And then I'm going to be, you know what, we're going to give it a shot. And we did. And so I got the dream team back in Cognac, you know, until 5 or 6 years ago, I had the older guys. I still have one left, which is, if some of you have been to Cognac, you know, the last we have now is called Luc. And Luc is there, and he's there very early in the morning, very late at night. The team is smiling, thinking of Luc. His favorite pastime is horseback riding after wild boar, and then he grabs the wild boar and stabs him to death and brings it back. I am not kidding, man. I am not kidding. And that's the old generation. These guys have trained me. And then about 5-6 years ago, these guys retired one after the other. And I felt, and you know at Ferrand we're a bunch of failed musicians who like music, and I felt I was a guy assembling, a rock band. It's like, who is going to join me? So I started choosing all these young, you know, rookies that really didn't know about spirits, but had like these quirks that I knew would be great. So got a guy, Nicolas, from my region, and he's a PhD in chemistry and done an incredible thesis about the terroir cognac. And then, you know, and Nicolas is just incredible. And I got, of course, you know, Benjamin, who was a winemaker and, you know, and didn't know anything about cognac, and also a food engineer, and he joined me. I got a great team. So we worked for you for quite a while, and we said,
long enough.
He's right. And then, one day,
Not gonna live forever.
what we did? We said, the two of you, Cheryl, and of course, Steve, you should come. We invite you. We think we're done. We think we've done it. And they came, and we had a great time. I think it was wonderful. Not only, we live for rum, it's in our vein. But I think it was really, really a lot of fun, spend time together. And then we went to Cognac. In a way that we did with the OFTD, with the OFTD brothers. A lot of you are here. My heart, it's forever, right? And then, they came and we had this. And I want to say, this is not for commercial purpose. We made a few bottles. Actually, the bottle number 1 is going to my friend Steve. We made a miniature bottle for you that I hope you're going to like. It's not very portable. We did, it's going to be all together 900 bottles or 1,000 bottles all together. And bottle number 1, if I don't drop it, otherwise, then we're done. Somebody needs to help me. Voila. So that's bottle number 1 for Steve. He said he needs quite enough, and I suggest everybody signs it. So I would like every one of you to sign it if you agree. Of course, this is wonderful. Also, what I would like to do on the first note, we have a book for the team at Long Pond. If you want to do a lot of notes, a lot of these guys, I've never went out of Trelawney, or some of them have. And if you put a nice note, I will bring the book to them. But also, we'd like to sign that bottle. That is the rum we made for Steve, and we did about 1,000 bottles. And this is the bottle number 1. The good news is that you will each get to leave. I'm sorry, you didn't get everybody one big bottle like that.
Oh no!
So you each get to leave with a little bottle like this one. That is actually, there's a Steve face on a label. So if you and then that explained what it is. This is an extremely old Jamaican rum. We're not referring to any brand. This is something that he thought that was it. And we really worked so hard. As you know, we own at Plantation very, very old rums. It's actually a blend of ITPs, very old ITPs, 2000. I'm going to tell you, I even have my, if you've seen in my back pocket this, if somebody ever steals it, they'll have a lot of different recipes. So this is the ITP. Well, I don't need it, I can tell you, but this is the ITP 2000, ITP 2009, with also the CRV, which is the, Long Pond has a column that went out of a commission. Martin thought I was going to put him back to work to fix. When he saw we bought the distillery, says in his little email, Alexander's going to get us to fix the column. I think it's hopeless, Martin. The column has blown up.